Europe in shock. Princess Leonor's royal engagement announcement. Imagine Spain's future queen, young, radiant, and still finding her place in the world. The world expected her to focus on studies, duty, and tradition. But suddenly, everything changed. A single announcement has turned Europe upside down. Princess Leonor is engaged. Yet this isn't just another royal love story, it's a decision that challenges dynasties, stirs hidden rivalries, and reveals what no one saw coming. The question is not just who she's marrying. The real shock is what this union means, for Spain, for Denmark, and for the future of Europe's monarchies. So let's begin. For months, whispers circulated through palace corridors. The heir to the Spanish throne, Princess Leonor of Asturias, had been seen at private gatherings, royal dinners, and discreet family visits with Prince Christian of Denmark, the heir to another throne. The press speculated, the people wondered, but the palace stayed silent. Until now. The engagement, confirmed in an emotional announcement, has sent shockwaves across Europe. Why? Because this union is far more than personal. It's political. It's dynastic. It's the intertwining of two great monarchies with centuries of intertwined history, rivalry, and delicate balance. But what makes this moment unforgettable isn't the ceremony, the diamond, or the public speeches. It's the clash between love and duty, tradition and change. Leonor, at just 18, has already proven herself more than a princess. She's a soldier in training, a diligent student, and a symbol of modern Spain. She has sworn loyalty to her crown, her constitution, and her people. Yet now, she asks her nation to accept not just her leadership, but her love. How did this unfold? It began quietly. Hidden away from flashing cameras, Leonor and Christian's relationship grew behind palace walls. To outsiders, their meetings were mere formalities between royal houses. But those who watched closely saw a spark. Shared glances during state dinners. A softness in their smiles. And the way they seemed to understand each other when words weren't spoken. Still, romance in royal circles is never simple. Questions immediately arose. Could Spain's future queen truly unite her destiny with Denmark's prince? Would this mean conflict over loyalty, power, or future heirs? And more importantly, how would the public react? The Spanish people, deeply proud of their monarchy, have always guarded Leonor as a symbol of continuity. She represents the crown's survival after decades of turbulence. Now, their future queen is tying her fate to another dynasty. For some, it feels like betrayal. For others, it feels like hope, a bridge between nations. But the engagement isn't just about Spain and Denmark. Europe is watching closely. Royals across the continent have seen marriages shape alliances before. Some whisper comparisons to Queen Victoria, whose children once linked Europe's thrones in a fragile web of unity that eventually unraveled in war. Could Leonor's choice be the beginning of something similar, or something entirely new? The announcement itself was breathtaking. In a golden hall within Zarzuela Palace, the Spanish royal family gathered in solemn unity. King Felipe and Queen Letizia stood beside their daughter, their pride evident but their faces betraying the weight of history. Leonor, calm yet visibly emotional, declared her intent to marry Christian, Prince of Denmark. Gasps echoed through the crowd, followed by a thunder of applause. Yet behind the applause lay unease. Not all members of Spain's royal household support this union. Whispers suggest that Queen Sofia, Leonor's grandmother, worries about political complications. Others close to the family believe Prince Christian is too young, too inexperienced, to stand alongside Spain's future queen. And then there are those who question timing. Why now, when Leonor has barely stepped into adulthood? But Leonor's response was powerful. She spoke of love, loyalty, and the need for monarchy to evolve with time. She reminded her people that while duty binds her, love strengthens her. A queen, she said, is not just a ruler, but a human heart entrusted with a nation. This declaration touched millions. Across Spain, crowds gathered in plazas, waving flags, chanting her name. In Denmark, the people cheered, imagining a future where their prince would not just reign at home, but stand hand in hand with Spain's queen. Yet critics remained, warning of the dangers of mixing thrones and questioning the motives behind such a match. And so, the story deepens. Because the real question is not if Leonor and Christian are in love. It's what comes next. Will Christian relocate to Spain, adapting to a role unlike any Danish prince before him? Will their marriage create a dual monarchy, echoing ancient European unions? Or will it instead sow seeds of conflict between two proud nations? To answer this, we must look at history. Spain and Denmark, though separated by distance, share centuries of royal ties. In the 16th century, alliances were made and broken through marriage, often with devastating results. Now, history threatens to repeat itself, or redeem itself. For Leonor, the choice reflects courage. She could have remained silent, hidden behind royal protocols. Instead, she placed her heart before her people and risked everything. This alone makes her engagement not just a love story, but a moment of transformation for monarchy itself. The coming months will be decisive. Plans for a wedding are already underway, with speculation that it may take place in Madrid's Almudena Cathedral or Denmark's Copenhagen Cathedral. Both nations prepare, both families negotiate, and both publics watch with anticipation. And as preparations begin, questions multiply. Who will stand by Leonor as bridesmaids? Will her sister, Infanta Sofia, take a central role? How will Queen Margrethe of Denmark, Christian's grandmother, respond publicly? And will the ceremony be a display of unity, or a battlefield of subtle rivalries? Europe waits for answers. But one truth stands clear: Princess Leonor's engagement marks the beginning of a new royal chapter. A chapter written not in secrecy, but in bold, unapologetic love. Still, love in royal circles is never free. Every smile, every embrace, every whispered promise carries the weight of history. Leonor and Christian know this. And yet, they chose to step forward. Together. And so, the story continues. With each new detail, each new appearance, Europe holds its breath. Will this union strengthen monarchies, or divide them? Will it inspire a new generation, or remind us of the fragility of tradition? One thing is certain: this engagement has changed everything. For Spain, for Denmark, for Europe, and for the very future of monarchy itself. Because when a princess dares to love, and a prince dares to stand beside her, the world cannot help but watch and wonder.